So I went to Mark Tanner's wife's.
No,
listen. I went to Mark Tanner's wife's Facebook profile because I wanted to see what kind of woman would marry a guy that wears jorts.
To handle that guy?
And she seems like a great lady. She seems like a really great lady. I do not believe that for 1 second. She's
probably alone a lot.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've already spoke to Perry Tate and Richie Blue, and they're gonna come out with the jorts model of the Gunslinger just for Mark Tanner. It's gonna be a jorts material. It's gonna have a little hammer loop on it. It's gonna be fucking super sweet.
I mean, this is the best background I've seen with Mark, man.
Yeah,
look at that.
Yeah,
that shit behind you makes me tired.
Right,
because I know how much time you got into that.
Oh yeah. So,
oh man,
this is Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, episode 34, and I'm here with Mark Tanner, Tim Huber, and the sexiest man in window cleaning, Seth Byers, and we are about to do about it. So what we were just talking about is, first of all, Mark really likes jorts. Don't let him bullshit you. And we were talking about all that work he's got going on in the background there. So you finally got the Jeep done, right?
All I've got to do, I got to put the passenger seat in, and then it's going to get a wet sanding and buff, and then I get to start on my Fords because.
So pretty.
Well, that right there, that Jeep right there is for Mark's wife, and the fact that Mark has worn jorts for 40 years, and he had to pay her back in some way, shape, or form. So she got that badass Jeep.
No.
It's called the Jort Express.
No, I'll give you the whole story. One day my wife came to me and said she wants a Jeep, right? Yeah. So I'm like, all right. And she found this one up north of us, and we went and looked at it. And I made a big mistake. I looked at it in the rain. I didn't want to climb underneath it. And I really didn't know much about the CJs, but the frames rot out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, shout out to Jason Duke. Jason Duke knows where all the fucking CJs with the rotted frames are at in the entire state of Ohio. If we drive past one, Jason's like, the frame's rotting on that one. You fucking dickhead. Shout out to Jason Duke, you fucking momo. Go ahead.
we went out north to buy this Jeep. I don't know. It was like $2,500, $3,000. And I bring it home. And I climb underneath it the next day, and the spring hangers are rotted. I mean, I'm like, I can't. At the time, I had not infants, but my kids were very young. I'm like, I can't put my family in this thing.
Right.
And we turned it into what we call a buggy. I just put giant tires on it, got it to run good, and we went out and had fun with it. This one that I have here, I actually worked on it for a buddy of mine, and then he owed me $2,500 for stuff I did. Pretty sure he came to pick it up, and he says, you want that Jeep, your wife wants it. And I'm like, shut up. And long story short, he had it on Craigslist for $5,000. Some guy didn't come up with the money. I said, I'll tell you what, you owe me $2,500. I'll give you another $2,500, and it's my Jeep. So we bought the Jeep from him. I started doing the body work on it and found it was all Bondo, but the frame was straight and motor ran good. It was all Bondoed up and everything. At that point, I ordered a Kevlar and fiberglass body for it, and then I had it up and going, and it just wasn't enough because I have to take things to an extreme. So put the running gear, big tires, and everything on it. And I don't know, maybe 100, 200 hours.
So are you finished with it, or are you not? Is it ever going to be done? Well, you got to build you got to build the engine for the 66. You got to build me my 429. So you need to get that shit done.
Seriously, this weekend coming up, I bolt the passenger seat in it. We do a little wet sanding and buffing on it, and it's ready for insurance.
Awesome. So I'm sure your wife is going to be stoked. Does she know it's finished?
The problem is I built it the way I want it.
Oh man! So you built your wife a Jeep, and she don't want to drive it.
Well, first of all,
is there a roll cage in it?
Get in it.
Is there a roll cage in it
for her?
So she could put it.
Roll cage.
Oh shit! Then what has she got to worry about?
No, you know what she says about
Tell
the
her to slap on a pair of jorts
like
and fucking hit the road. Looks like a jail.
Get my sandals real quick and put my socks on.
Yeah. Give me my sandals and socks and get a pair of shorts on, Mrs. Tanner, and roll that sumbitch. The Jort Express. If you ain't shooting for rooster tails, you ain't about shit.
Goes up and down the road. the other day, and everything is brand new, so it's pretty solid. And she's like, "This thing's not bad to drive." I go, "No, it's like driving a giant go-kart. It's got a lot of power, it's got a lot of width, and it's fun as hell compared to my full-size trucks that I'm used to driving."
Right,
you know.
Yeah.
And look, I told her, I said, if you really, really dislike it, we'll sell it and try to recoup some money on it and get you something else. Right. The kids are like, "Oh, no, that thing ain't going anywhere."
Right, yeah. I'm sure the two boys are like, "Fuck that, you ain't selling the Jeep, dude." Yeah. Well, I'm not even going to ask Tim because Tim's got 17 fucking kids, so he ain't got nothing.
Only 7, bro.
Yeah, 17 he's got. And he ain't got no time for hobbies. His hobbies is the bedroom, apparently. That's all Tim is doing is bedroom stuff.
My hobbies are paying for kids.
Yeah,
bro.
and making them, and clearly making them. Making them is also a thing you like.
I'm raising kids right now.
How old are you?
43.
Jesus. And Benny's a little feller, ain't he?
Yeah, he'll be 5 next month. He didn't go to kindergarten this year.
Who's that, your grandpa? No, that's my dad.
Yeah.
Benny's going to be changing Tim's diapers.
I've had my 3rd grandbaby in December.
Jesus, Tim.
You know what's funny? As I've gotten older, because I used to hate it, because when your kids are young, you got to go to fucking birthday parties, right?
Yeah.
And it was like every weekend I'm going to go to the shop. No. TJ's having a birthday party. We got to go to they're having a water slide, right? But now I miss it.
Birthday party.
Right?
No, I don't do those.
Don't go to birthday parties.
Tim says I don't do those.
I think you're never going to stop going to birthday parties.
That's the wife thing, man. She can hang out with the...
Seth, you don't have any kids, do you?
I guess. Well, I'm going to have a stepson. He's 8.
Oh, so,
8.
Yes. Well,
Eight's
you kind of,
great
you do
age,
then. You do have kids. Not no kinda. There ain't no
Fucking
kinda.
guys.
Hey, you can't be shoplifted. You can't shoplift the pootie, homie. You got to be a dad too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't,
yeah, exactly.
Apparently, you ain't seen that movie. You can't shoplift the pootie. You gotta be good to the kids too. You guys have never seen Are We There Yet with Ice Cube and Chris Rock is Satchel Paige on the bobblehead, and he's like, "You can't shoplift the booty."
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh man, that's because the Mandela effect. You don't remember it. You watched it, but you just don't remember it.
Kids are great, man. They're great. They're fun making.
Yeah,
they're like cool when they're kids. When they get older, dude, they're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, girls are expensive, but boys are just as expensive.
Well, my 16-year-old dude, she's got a job and shit, and she's like, I mean,
that costs money.
Like,
jobs cost money too, dude. I didn't know until I didn't know.
Yeah, her a job,
yeah, I didn't know until I had a daughter that it costs money to have a job.
And that's the point. You can't look at her and go, get a job to get that money, because you got to. Right. She's trying to get a job, but she's been there for 4 weeks. And the funniest shit in the world is she's a redhead, and she's got like freckles and all that. And her first job's at Wendy's, so she straight up went in there and paid tails the first night. She's employee of the month, I guaranteed, first month.
That's cool, man. That's cool. At least she can have fun with it, shit.
Yeah, she had fun with it. It's cool. It's fun.
So, Seth, are you gonna talk for this episode, or are you just gonna sit there and look handsome and suck on Miller Lights again? This dude, I swear to God, this dude drinks a different kind of fucking beer every time he's on here. What are you showing off? What are you showing off? Look at all these different kinds of beers I have. Mark's like, look at all my trucks. And Seth's like, yeah, well, look at all my beers.
That's all I drink. So, if you ever see me with anything else, call the cops.
Right, call the cops. Shit's going down.
That's a conspiracy. What are you drinking, Monster?
Yeah.
God damn, son. Don't you have to be up at like 5?
Hey, I am up at 5 every day. That's why I'm drinking a Monster right now. Well, somebody had fucking date night tonight, or we would have done this 2 hours earlier. Date night. Speaking of which, what happened? Was date night good?
Well, I don't know. I'll find out after the podcast. Hopefully she's still awake.
Yeah. So you're still whining and dining after you've had 3 children with her, right?
Yeah, this is our 16th year together or something.
Oh yeah, she's making you work for that shit. Yeah, she's not playing around.
But she's sure shine though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's the company. She's the face.
Right.
So
shine through window cleaning.
Yeah.
There's a guy here in town. That's the name of his company, and I want to punch him in the mouth every time I see him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's actually a really good dude. Well, go ahead.
I had this guy the first year we came into residential was 2014. So he went out with me for like a month and a half, right? He was a gopher. That's all he did. Never trained him. He never even turned a window with me. He didn't touch a squeegee.
Okay.
He quit within a month and a half. Started his own company, See-Through Window Cleaning, and he is the fucking funniest guy to go watch clean windows because he tried to do what I do just by watching me.
Yeah.
But he can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is a skill involved in what we do. People don't think that when they get into it the first time.
Well, I said on Squeegee Life yesterday that I've taught someone how to clean windows, so that's cool. Somebody watched my instructional video. He's a YouTuber. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a YouTuber. And he watched my videos, and now he cuts windows in like me and Mark Tanner. And I just want to say thank you. I would just want to tell you you're welcome. And I hope that my technique and my video processes works out well for you, my man.
I just want to know how many.
I feel so good.
Like he has.
Listen, bro. Hey, he's even copying my belly, that fucker. So, with that said, it's cool to have fans. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When somebody hates on you, but secretly they cherish you, and they got a little altar set up to you in their fucking bedroom, in their closet.
You know what though? It is nice to get a little reach around every now and again.
Yeah.
You know, hey man, thanks.
Speaking of which, I'll be down in Florida later. I think I owe you.
I owe you.
For me, I had a kid come work for me. I've told you stories about him, the MMA kid.
Yeah.
He had worked with me for almost 2 years, and we went to the trade show in Georgia, and he was he had good hand-eye coordination naturally, like the kind of kid that could get on a unicycle and ride it within 5 minutes. Right. And I taught him how to clean windows. He came with no bad habits. He didn't know anything. And we went to IWCA, and he took 11th place in the speed competition, 4th place in the medley competition. And I'm like, look at this. This motherfucker been watching 2 years. Half you motherfuckers been watching for 30. Ain't figured it out yet.
Dude, tell me how bad that was, really, though.
Wow.
I mean, when I didn't realize I was meeting Mark Tanner, and we were sitting there talking, and we were watching that speed competition or whatever they were doing with the windows, and they were just practicing. How bad was some of them techniques? You know what I mean?
Oh my god, dude, it was horrible. I was waiting to see it.
Listen, man, you two fucking nerds in your fucking speed competition, and we went to the convention. You're not at the huge convention right now, so you guys ain't shit.
Well, you know why? Because the huge convention doesn't have every manufacturer and every product that you can get in window cleaning like the IWCA does. You know what I mean?
So what products do they have?
They don't invite Reach It,
Well, whose convention is this?
Oh, it's WCR's.
Oh, that's the Lamborghinis put that on?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Man, those guys are big time. Those guys are big time because they got a convention and it's called Huge.
Huge.
Kind of like the wieners they sit on. Huge.
I mean, it's not representative. I mean, come on.
Any of you guys ever been to one of those conventions? The huge
I'm
convention?
not allowed.
I've never been to one, dude.
I was 2 years ago. It's It's kind of a waste of time, man. I was there for like 4 days. I just got fucking hammered most of the time.
That's pretty much.
Sitting in class, someone's just trying to sell you shit for a half an hour.
Right?
And
yeah.
Wanders out like, where do you go now? Like,
right. Well, Mark made an interesting point a couple of podcasts ago. It might have been 5. I don't fucking know. Me and Mark are like diehard podcasts. We're the fucking Beavis and Butthead of podcasting. Listen, man. Fucking Mark made it a really good point. How many fucking squeegees can you buy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still have the first 16-inch channel I ever fucking bought. You know what I mean? At this point, you're just buying shit because new shit comes out and you want to try it, or some fucking retard that works for you lost it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the two. You know what I mean? Fuck.
You know what? I will say this: there was a lot of time when I would buy a lot of shit because it looked cool, like like you said. But I think after for me, and the Mormon experience that I had with the liquidators, I'll never buy anything I don't put my hands on first, because it's just a waste. It's just a waste. It just doesn't work for the way I clean those.
It was the rubber too, the rubber was the biggest.
The fucking rubber sucked, man.
Yeah, that was it. That was the biggest.
Speaking of rubber, man, I need 24 T-tops 24s. Tim, do I order that from us or do I order it from Perry? What do I do? Who's gonna get it to me faster?
Well, technically, man, I fucking seriously, the last 2 orders that went through were fucking on top of it. The next morning, they were shipped the next day, and
really. Well,
yeah, dude. Ooh. Fucking, they're getting them quick.
So now Tim's actually doing his job? That was your fault, is what I heard. Somebody told me that fucking Tim, it's all his fault. I'm like, all right, cool, let's blame Tim.
It wasn't my fault. It's just the fucking.
Hey, listen, I don't know where does my loyalty lie now, Tim.
Man, that was on back order and shit.
Where does my loyalty lie now? Do I order supplies from? Care. Do I order rubber from us?
Well, I mean,
should I give myself money? I mean, scratch that. I mean, should I give you money or should I give Perry money, Tim? Because I don't ever see no money.
Perry. I don't see no fucking money either. Pays for the website.
Tim is going on date night on my Black Diamond squeegee profits.
Yeah.
Hey, getting all those Bud Lights, man.
Yeah, that's where I get all these Bud Lights from. He's like, listen, we don't get any checks, bro. Casper sends me cases of beer. What's up, bro? Yeah.
You need the T-top style rubber, and they're stuck together. Are they stuck on the?
No, they're stuck. They're stuck on the window contact side.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are the round ones stuck together?
The same way.
They're all.
The spines are facing out, and the window contact part is in the center. That's the part you peel apart. It's cut.
And when you peel it apart, it doesn't leave any jagged
It's cut. It's cut almost on both sides, almost all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They've got it down to where it cuts almost all. My fucking eye keeps twitching, man. But anyway, maybe I'm getting right out of it. Huh?
It's that monster. Just kicking in.
Will you shut up? Will you leave me alone? He's like, I'm about to drink this Bud Light. It's that monster, bro.
It's that monster.
It's that monster. You should be drinking beers. Yeah, it's cut almost clean through on both sides, and you just it just barely pulls apart.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you got on a microphone, a microphone glass, a magnifying glass, you could see, probably see a faint, but no, it's all good, man. It's cool that you still haven't ordered any rubber from Black Diamond, even though you told me you were going to. I'm sure you're too busy. I'm sure you're too busy fucking polishing this much of a fucking window, this guy,
No, listen. First of all, if you read the post, silly,
I know
silly
what
girl.
It said. I know what it said. I know. I'm just busting your fucking balls, Mark.
Well, the reason that happened was my fault because I measured wrong, and it was the opposite on the other side of the stage. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But dude, it's 50-foot stage, and you're standing there holding a tape measure in the wind. And that's why I brought a masking tape. And we marked the spot.
We marked the spot. Oh, Grimly from fucking Lord of the Rings over here. You know Mark Tanner's like fucking this tall, right? It's like a fucking action figure.
Yeah. Yeah, Richie Blue made me a half-size, pint-sized gunslinger. Yeah. A capsule one.
Because if he wears his gunslinger now, he could, it drags on the ground. He had to put a roller skate underneath it.
Shorts or no?
He had to attach a roller skate to the bottom of it so it wouldn't fuck it up.
Yeah. No. I put a tennis ball like those old lady carts that they put tennis balls on the bottom.
I'm going to piss my pants. That's so good. The fucking tennis ball's got a hole on it. He's got 2 of them on the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good, bro.
Yeah.
So, dude, what I want to know is what's up with this fucking this your night at the museum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where's John at? Where's John at? Where's John over there behind the Jeep?
Dude,
Well,
listen, I'm going to tell you the story, but you got to promise me sometime within this podcast, you're going to do that voice that makes me laugh, right?
What voice?
The old lady. The old lady
Oh,
voice.
yeah. Oh, my
Right?
God, that's so scary. Terry.
Oh, God. So this was probably 10, 12 years ago.
10 or 12 years ago. Mark was in the museum.
Are
you going to come inside and do me?
I'm trying to get to it.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No, so about 10 years ago, we cleaned the Henry Flagler Museum. The Henry Flagler Museum. Henry Flagler was I think he was an oil man, a very wealthy man. He developed the railroad that runs through our state, the state of Florida. And he died in 1901, okay? And the Henry Flagler Museum opened like 1902 or 1903. So it's a big old stone, probably 50, 60,000 square foot castle, probably 70 bedrooms. I mean, the guy was, for the time, probably a billionaire.
Loaded, yeah.
And we cleaned it in November or December, beginning of December, I believe, because what I didn't know, and I'm not a museum guy, but it was really cool because they left everything the way it was back in the early 1900s when he lived there. I mean, he died in the house.
Right.
But so every year in New Year's Eve, the so-called elite of Palm Beach have a ball. They have a gala or a ball there. Yeah. Okay. Right. And you have to dress like from the early 1900s. So, those big old wire ring dresses and hoops and everything. Mm. So the place doesn't have air conditioning. Okay. And we're walking down this long corridor within the house. And I think the kid Paul was working with me at the time. And I'm like, Paul, did you just feel that? And he goes, no, feel what? Dude, I walked through a patch of like 60-degree air, and it was just there and gone. Yeah. And I looked around and there's no vents. There's no ceiling fans. There's nothing like that. It's just, the design of the house and some open areas that keep it to temperature. So, we were just shooting the shit as we're walking. I'm like, this place kind of eerie. I'll bet it's haunted, And Paul's like, yeah, don't say that shit. So we walk up to the front. The place is shaped kind of like a giant horseshoe. So in the middle is where you'd enter. We walk up to the front, and there's a security guard sitting there, and she's got about 50 monitors in front of her. And they can see every room and what's going on in every room. And certain rooms, like Henry Flagler's bedroom, are sealed. You can look into them. They put like Lexan or glass, with the door open, and you could see the bed and, how he lived.
So it was essentially just you could look in, but it was just a sheet of glass kind of to keep people from going in to fuck anything up. Yeah, okay.
Everything was his property, and it's a museum. They don't let you touch, Right. So there's a
giant
woman at the the woman at the front desk, security, and I said to her, just kind of kidding around, I'm like, let me ask you a question. Do you ever see anything strange around here? And she's like ignoring me because she's still looking at the monitor.
You can't tell me that everybody here didn't think that I was going to say giant penis.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So she says, I said, this place is probably haunted, isn't it? I'll bet you've seen something. And then she turned her head to me and she looked at me and she goes, I ain't got nothing to say to you. And I go, come on. And she goes, I have nothing to say to you. And I go, so that's a yes. And she goes, I didn't say yes. You need to leave me alone.
Wow.
So we went back to cleaning, right?
Yeah.
About 3 hours later, I walked back by there, and she had gone home, or she was at a different post, and there were two guys sitting there. So I pulled the same question to them. I said to them, I walked through a cold spot in the middle of this place where there's no air conditioning or anything. Is this place haunted? And the guy immediately looks up at me and he goes, you want to hear a cool story? And I go, yeah. he told me about the ball on New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah.
He goes, so we're here working, and there's probably 200 people here, and they go to the main ballroom, they have dinner, and they tour the facility and everything. And he said that the camera, a light went off on the desk because there was activity in the master bedroom. So one of the guards went up to the room while the other one sat there looking at the monitor. And the guy on the monitor saw Mrs. Flagler in a giant dress dancing in the room, which is sealed. You can't get in. And he's on the walkie-talkie saying, do you see there's someone in there? And he says, there's nobody here. Well, the only thing he saw from looking through the window was a silk plant, which was made to look like what they originally had. Somebody like walked by and brushed into it because the plant moved several times, which, again, sealed room, no air conditioning or nothing. And on the camera, they were seeing the apparition, but the guy looking in the room
couldn't see shit. No
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was wild. and Flagler died in like 1902, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck, man. Yeah. Dude, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy ass shit, man. That's crazy ass shit. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. I bet you see UFOs down in Florida all the time. You're down by the Bermuda Triangle.
No, I look, but I've seen satellites fly over, but I've never seen what I could definitively say was something I couldn't explain. I look, you know. I mean, you've seen them, but you forget because of the Mandela effect. Yeah, the Nelson Mandela effect.
Yeah, well, yes, that's what it is. That's why it's named the Mandela effect, is because everyone thought that Nelson Mandela died when he was in prison back in the 80s.
I never thought that.
I never thought that
either. He became president.
Yeah.
You know?
Of where? South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that way. I don't remember him dying. Do you?
I don't know. How about you? Lived through it though. I mean, it was a big deal when he got out of prison. That's the one that
fucking brought it up in the Facebook Messenger.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
He's like, I'm going to talk about the Mandela effect, bro, because
I just find it interesting because I think it's more people's memory sucks.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So if you don't have any of those examples that they're giving you on the YouTubes, you don't remember it any differently.
Well, I do. Me and my girlfriend were arguing about the Berenstein Bears books because she remembers it one way and I remember it the other way.
Right. I remember it the opposite of what you do. Me and Jennifer remember it the opposite of what you do. And they used to have Berenstain Bears in the fucking here in town. I mean, at Cedar Point, there was Berenstain Bear Land.
Right. That was back in the day.
That was way back in the day. You know what I mean? And I remember it differently. So, I mean, that's weird, man. Most likely it's just people are, because, I can see something or read something and pronounce it differently than the next guy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then everyone says it the way I say it because we're all fucking idiots and got the same kind of schooling up here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And we're all saying it fucking wrong.
It's about where you're raised.
Listen,
and how,
man.
You know what I mean?
Well, what they're blaming it on is CERN. So you guys know what that is, right?
I don't understand the CERN thing.
You know what? All right, listen. There's this machine in Switzerland. I think it's Switzerland and Denmark. I don't know. It's in between two countries. It's fucking humongous, okay? It's this giant hoop, okay? And in this, what they're doing with this, what they're trying to do with this CERN, it's called the Large Hadron Collider. And what it does is it shoots protons at each other. And when they hit, they cause something similar to what created the universe, the Big Bang. So they're creating little bangs in this.
Why would you do that?
Listen. You wanted to fucking know. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just saying, why would you do that? Why would you want to?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me either, bro. Because it sounds like what you're gonna do is end time. Is what it sounds like. It sounds like to me.
Why would you fuck with that?
Well, see, that's where everyone's getting this Mandela effect. They're saying this is the cause of. I think this is just a conspiracy to put on top of what these guys are doing out there, because what they're doing out there is super crazy. Okay.
Right.
So what they're trying to do is, and they actually discovered another particle called the Higgs boson particle. Okay, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to find out what is the glue that keeps all the electrons and atoms stuck together that makes people and computers and, you know, Jeeps and fucking handsome guys like fucking Seth Byers. The glue that holds all that together is what they're trying to figure out.
But why? Why do we need to know
because
so much?
Because we are fucking humans and we gotta know shit, bro. What's wrong with knowing shit? Man, dude.
Crazy.
You know what it is?
There's no
you guys
faith
don't
left.
fucking... Dude, you know what it is that holds everything together? Flex tape. Okay?
Yes, it does.
You can build an airboat out of that shit, man. Yeah.
Well, what people don't realize is that fucking CERN place has been together since the 1950s. It's been around for a long time.
Is this like the different dimensions?
I think they're trying to get antimatter. That's what I think. I think because, you know, antimatter, one gram of fucking antimatter is like the equivalent of like 47 or fucking 50 tons of megatons of TNT. You know what I'm saying? That's like the equivalent of the bomb. 1 gram.
I mean, we got enough to kill us all.
Because we got to fuck shit up if shit needs fucked up, bro.
It's always war. It's always war. Everything's war.
Listen, what I want you to
like the gateway to hell or something.
Listen.
Now,
see, that's listen. This is now Seth is fucking probably the next co-host because he's handsome, doesn't wear fucking jorts. And he's like right on the ball here. Listen, dude, this is the crazy part. I want you guys to do some homework when you get off of here tomorrow when you're bored on your lunch breaks. Go and search CERN's logo, okay? If you search CERN's logo, it is fucking 3 6s and 2 9s put together, okay? Yeah. All right. Now listen. Now I took some fucking notes. I took some notes because this is Seth's fault. Now I'm obsessed with this because it's all Seth's fault. Listen, this thing it's built in a spot back in the days where the Roman times where they used to build. They had a temple there that was dedicated to this person called Apollyon. You know, which is which is where this is where they worship the god of destruction. The Romans did, okay? In this fucking same town.
3 games, bro.
So what? We're still gonna kick everybody's
That's
fucking ass,
bullshit.
bro. It don't matter because the Buckeyes still gonna bust everybody's ass. But anyways, listen. This Large Hadron Collider is built in the same town as where this ancient Roman city was, okay? And their logo is the what's her name? What is that? The Hindu god Shiva. And if you look at pictures of Shiva, there's a ring around her, and she's dancing inside of a ring. And the Large Hadron Collider is a fucking ring. It's the gateway to hell. They're opening. It's a dimensional door. That's where fucking Bigfoot's coming from, bro. Full circle, bro. I know where Bigfoot's coming from.
You have to have faith in religion to believe in gateways to hell, though. You know what I mean?
Listen, Tim. I can do whatever the fuck I want. All right?
You can.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You can't pick and choose. So listen. So what you're telling me is Tim Huber, ultra Christian, believes that the world is 6,000 years old. Dinosaur bones were put in the ground by the devil to trick you, and there's such thing as talking snakes, and a dude lived in a fucking whale's belly. Come on, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Who said
the Bible is an allegory. You take from it what you want.
Have you ever watched those Joe Rogan podcasts where they're
talking? Dude, I've watched every Joe Rogan podcast, every single one of them.
When they talk about the ancient civilizations with the pyramids and how old they probably actually are, and the technology that they had was probably in comparison to what we had,
if not better. If not better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's probably reality. You know, and we had to kind of reinvent ourselves.
How are you going to move those big ass fucking stones,
something's going to take us out.
How are you going to build those big ass fucking? How are you going to move those big ass stones? We don't have equipment that can move those stones now, right?
There's too many faces in the world to think that like I'm good with. I don't know. I'm human, you know.
Well, how come every time I bring up how come every time I bring up the devil? Every time I try to bring up the devil or hell, you gotta believe in God, don't you?
I'm saying there's so many.
At some point in time, I told you I don't believe in God.
Believe in religion right now, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, religion's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Let's not even get into that. Let's just look at the Catholics, the Roman Church. They can't figure out a way to end world hunger for children, but they got 25 gajillion I mean, they got gold chariots and shit. They got their own country. You can't figure out childhood fucking hunger, and you got all that nice ass shit up in the Vatican. Motherfucker, stop. Too busy touching kids and shit. Weirdos.
Right. That was fucking. That's a whole nother fucking
what?
Wormhole.
That's what they do, man.
Yes.
Penn State University ass
boy.
Motherfuckers, man. All of them, the whole lot of them, bunch of kid diddlers. They need all of them need their balls chopped off and dumped in the ocean.
You know, but I don't know.
It's strange, man. I grew up in a religious cult as a kid until I was about 15. I was a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that was
wait a minute.
That's how I learned it.
Wait. Shh. All right, I have a couple of questions. All right, and I don't want to be interrupted. Let me get the questions out first. What the fuck is it with Jehovah's Witnesses and window cleaning or cleaning of some sort?
I can answer.
All right, stop. And then let me get this other one out. Why would you say it's a religious cult? Why is it got to be a cult? The Jehovah's Witnesses.
It was created in the 1800s. I wasn't Jehovah's Witness. I just got trained by it.
Seth was.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got out because we would not be able to enjoy your hands in this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to have this beard.
Yeah, go ahead. So, can you answer the first question? Do you remember the first question?
From what I figured out, it's your time that you can give back to the church. So you obviously have a little bit more of an open-ended schedule. If you own a window cleaning business, you can kind of create your own.
Or carpet cleaning or what.
Yeah, all that stuff.
A lot of them, like Serve Pro. Do you guys know what Serve Pro is? There's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses around here. They're Serve Pro.
Yeah, they're right down the street from me.
Yeah.
And
there's some nice people. I've met some really nice. Yeah.
Give them time to spend more time in the religion, I guess.
Well, it was also as a way of them being, you know how they knock on your door and give you the watchtower? Well, now they're in your house and they can talk to you. So it's just another way to spread the word.
Fucking Tim and his conspiracies. Let me guess, they know.
That's
Bigfoot
like a spirit.
Tim.
Dude, I came up through the Jehovah's.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was trained through them. I mean, at one time in the early 90s, you couldn't
The Tower.
work for
What's the Tower? Is that the book? How do I get a hold of one of those? Do I have to be indoctrinated?
You gotta have respect for the Jehovah's Witnesses, because I mean,
I got mad respect for him because there's the guy here in town. He's a good ass dude, saying, man. What?
Just because there's so many of them in the window cleaning industry, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's some really nice. I mean, there's a couple of them I met. I didn't even know. I was like, really? They're like, well, that's cool. I mean,
they're carpet cleaners, they're landscapers, they're window cleaners.
I always wanted to know what it was. I didn't know if maybe it had something to do with the religion itself, like to serve or some shit. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
Dedicated. That's a dedicated religion, dude.
Oh yeah.
You gotta live that shit 24/7.
Right.
You know.
My mom's still one, and she goes all the time.
Are you allowed to communicate with her?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really like take it too seriously as a kid, so I'm not like disfellowshipped or anything like that, which is like
there's a lot of families out there that can't speak to each other, you know.
Yeah, I had a guy who worked for me, a guy who does work for me, who was just disfellowshipped and couldn't talk to his mom until he just got back in like a month ago. So wait
a minute. The fact that you weren't into the religion and indoctrinated into it when you were younger means you're okay. So
I guess
not practicing at all. Well, we just fucked up now. The Jehovah's Witnesses guys that listen to this podcast, which are probably none, they're gonna call their buddies where you live and be like, "Listen, Seth can't talk to his mom no more."
That's freaking weird.
I don't think that, but it could. You know,
that's weird, man. I don't get any of that stuff. That's the only thing I have. Religion's got a lot of weird rules.
That's why he called it a cult, man.
It's to me, it's just like the control that.
So is it like Scientology, or no?
I called it as a kid Amish without the clothes.
Amish have to close. Okay.
Yeah, it's
right.
just supposed to.
So
You're really supposed
it's
to
not.
stay in just your
It's not.
They can build
It's
a
not
building
made.
quick,
It's not
though.
as made up as Scientology, is what you're saying. It's more based on.
Yeah, it's
Based
just,
on-
What? I'm asking. I don't know.
On the Bible, I guess.
Listen, man.
Yeah,
I come from a Southern Baptist family that converted to Lutheran, and then my grandfather joined the Freemasons, and we never went to church again. You know what I'm saying? So there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that. So I went from fucking the rattlesnake, let's handle rattlesnakes, to like, we don't go to church no more. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm not hating. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I've always been curious. I have answered the door in my underwear with an AR-15 before.
That is hilarious.
I will admit that. I have done that before.
That's frightening without the AR-15.
Yes.
Just everywhere, yeah.
I have one of my employees.
I have a guy that's ready.
One of my employees is Jehovah's Witness, and I don't. You know, he tells me he has certain things he has to go do. I'm fine with that. But he seems to be very honest. Seems to be a good person. So whatever he believes is what he believes. As long as it doesn't affect me or my business, I'm
That's
cool with
the way
that.
I am. I'm cool with whatever you are. You can be Church of Satan as long as you ain't ramming that shit down my throat and you're a good person. I don't give a fuck.
And at the end of the day, we don't know what happens till we die. So I mean, it could be.
I know, because I
There's
died.
too many religions based on the same God, man. You know
I've
what I
been
mean?
dead. I've
So-
been dead. I know what happens. Nothing.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for
I
that.
have one.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take that to bed with you tonight. When you die, nothing.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Well, I mean,
nothing.
It'll be good sleep, though, right?
I'm just kidding. I've never been dead before.
Yeah, I have.
So when it happens, it'll be my first time. But if I come back, I'm gonna work out a secret code with Mark. It's gonna be a wet shower fart. If you hear a wet shower fart, you're gonna know that there is life after death if I die. So yeah. If you guys miss me, just come back to the podcast, close your eyes, and just picture me rolling. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say, Mark's King of the Hill impression.
Yeah.
Pretty spot on, man.
We were gonna do
I laughed pretty hard.
We were gonna do that's not dude. He's really fucking good at it. We were gonna do a whole episode as like Beavis and Butthead, but we just never got around to it. Dude, his fucking
if you do it, I'll watch that. Yeah,
dude, his King of the Hill, his King of the fucking Hill is so fucking hilarious, dude. And it's just out of nowhere.
That's my favorite cartoon.
Yeah.
The thing with the King of the Hill thing, it was so much better when the show was new because everybody watched it, you know.
Right.
And it was the kind of thing where I heard that voice and I'm like, well, it's Mike Judge, and I can do a lot of the Mike Judge stuff, but I had been playing around with that voice, which is the same as Mr. Anderson from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
So we went into a diner. And
Swears
the
up
show
and down. Listen. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. He swears up and down. Fucking Eddie Stewart sounds just like Bobby Hill's dad. He says he's like, I swear to God. He goes, you're gonna be able to close your eyes and you're gonna think Hank Hill. We're talking to Hank Hill. I'm like, no way. He goes, I swear, dude.
Yeah. He does. When he calls, I take it every time because I sit there and laugh. And then I do it back to him, and he doesn't even know I'm imitating him.
Damn it, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a lot of fun.
Damn it, Bobby.
That's a lot of fun. But when the King of the Hill first came out, it was really a big, booming cartoon, and everybody was watching it. And we went to this little diner in town, and we sit down, and the waitress walks up, and she's like, what do you guys have? And I go, fries, pie, large coffee, pronto.
Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. He sounds just like Hank Hill.
It does, doesn't he? It's fucking gross, dude.
Jeez.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, That's good stuff.
Well, I got a guy who works for me who does like a Gollum impression from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And he'll creep the shit out of me. I'll be cleaning the window and he just comes up behind and does that like weird noise he does before he's like gonna eat a fish or something like that. I'm like, what are you doing, man? It gets me every time. I'm like, oh, I hate working with him. I'm like, I stick with someone else.
Fucking
like,
get away from me, you fucking rat bastard.
Get out of here, man. I can't
yeah,
handle
that's
it.
crazy, man. That's crazy as shit. So I've got we've got some Facebook questions here somewhere, and I'm gonna find them. Okay.
Cool.
So you guys can talk amongst yourselves there for a minute.
Well, you find them. I'm gonna take a. This is gonna be. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick.
Fucking God, Tim.
Be right back.
Once the seal's broken, it's done, man.
Yeah.
Seal's gone.
He's
man.
got no bladder. He's got the bladder of a 2-year-old with the beer appetite of a
Dude,
fucking 45-year-old.
I haven't had a bladder since the military when they taught you how to stretch your fucking bladder. I hate to feel like that's the worst.
I gotta pee.
It's horrible.
I've gotta pee.
I've got to go look at my poster of John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I love Bon Jovi. He's my favorite. He's so dreamy.
Sound like the lady from 8 Crazy Nights.
What happened, man?
Oh.
AB went. Mark Tanner went. Everyone's going fucking gone. What happened to?
I'm here.
Seth Byers. Everybody's back
I can see
now.
you guys still.
Holy shit. Well, we
There
don't
you
need
go.
Tim in here for this. So, what Jacob Dell of Parts Unknown asks, "What's the best cut of steak and why?" In your opinion, Mark, what's the best cut of steak in your opinion?
I'm a filet guy. I love filet mignon.
Okay.
But I'll buy a prime rib and cut it into individual fillets.
Uh-huh.
But what people don't realize on a prime rib, you can buy a $100 prime rib. The fillet is only the tip.
Yeah.
But the restaurants don't serve you the rest of it.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a filet guy. That's just the most tender cut. I love it.
How about you, Seth?
Like if I'm really hungry, I'll get like a porterhouse. But like
Yeah,
a fillet, it's really like if I want to eat a good steak, I'll get a fillet.
I'm a porterhouse guy. A T-bone steak. There ain't nothing like a T-bone.
Yeah. After a long day, it's
Yeah.
Not much beats it.
Yeah, and they're like, you get one about that thick. Mark wouldn't be able to eat it. He's too small.
Tiny.
He's so tiny. Well, there you go.
I put a prime rib in my smoker, and it was the first time I ever cooked a prime rib.
Dude,
I had no idea what I was doing. It was amazing.
If you put a prime rib in a fucking smoker and let that fucker go like you would a regular prime rib, get her up to like 155 or something like that, 165 around in there, right?
Well, what I did was I heated the smoker to like 300 and then shut it off, and just let it sit in there for like. Yeah, I let it sit in there for like.
Well, I don't have one of those $17,000 smokers like you do.
Neither do I. No, neither do I.
Mark Darnell would like to know if you guys have ever seen a bear.
Yep.
Yes, Mark. Mark's seen one. Seth's seen one. Tim Huber. Mark Darnell would like to know if you've ever seen a bear.
I've seen 2 stuffed in a customer's house.
There you go,
That's
Mark Darnell. Question answered. We here at Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, we answer questions. Let's talk. Hey, Fernando Trevino. He'd like to know. Let's talk swamp ass. I know it's hot in Florida. It's hot in Ohio. I don't know if it's hot in Massachusetts. But do your balls get all sweaty in Massachusetts? There, you handsome motherfucker. And what do you do about it?
Yeah, man. It's been like last week was like 100% humidity and like 95. I know it's not like where Mark is, but it was rough.
So what do you do to combat the swamp ass? We call it BBD, big boy diaper rash. You know what I'm saying? Every guy here's got. If you got a set of balls, your balls have rubbed your legs a little too much.
Baby powder, man.
Baby powder. How about you, Tim? What's your go-to? Baby powder. How about you, Mark?
Powder, yeah.
I dust the nuts every morning.
Now, see, man, I have I'm not bragging or nothing, but I have very big testicles. Okay, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I didn't say I had like the biggest dong in the world or nothing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm all balls. I'm all balls. I'm all balls. I'm all balls. So my balls, they're tough to manage. You know what I mean? So and I don't like the way baby powder cakes up and shit. I don't like that. It's gross. You never know when she wants to touch your wiener. You don't want to, So there's this shit Vagisil makes. Now before you laugh, it's called Listen. It's called. It's called anti-chafing gel, and what it is it's a gel form of baby powder. And if you fuck up and forget to powder your balls and you get big boy diaper rash, if you apply you ain't got it's just a very little amount. Rub it on your fucking balls or your leg, wherever the fuck.
You know how many guys you're going to be having going down the Vagisil aisle?
Listen, hey, dude, I'm telling you right now, if you're a chubby guy and you got big balls, go get you some Vagisil anti-chafing gel. It is the best. It is like coating your balls in solid gold and then wrapping them in ice, and they're just whoosh, whoosh, all day. Yes.
Good for balls.
I will get up. Do you want me to get up and show you the tube right now? Here.
Oh hell! Oh shit! What do you do at this point?
I don't know. He was pretty quick. Right where it is.
He's adamant about this shit. I mean, if he's adamant, it's good.
Listen,
it's got to be good.
I fucked up. I fucked up. It's Monistat.
Oh, Vagisil was such a better story.
Yeah, I know. It's Monistat. Chafing relief powder
bread?
gel. You know who? Hey, you want to know who? Hey, listen.
No. You're full of shit. You're making bread.
Dude, no, I'm telling you, man. No, I don't. This is why I don't make bread. You're the one that's got fucking flour on your nuts.
Uncle Yeasty. He's very yeasty.
Yeah. Jeremy Conley, the guy that works for me, Jeremy, this is what he told me to get, and it's the best thing in the world. So, Mark Tanner, whatever you jorts wearing fucking homosexual. I can't hear you from down there, Mark. You're going to have to get on a ladder to laugh at me. Hey, call me
Daddy's making bread again.
I make some really good bread, too.
It's toasty.
Yeah.
It's the best bread ever.
I gotta ask you,
What?
who the fuck was the first one? What you said that one of your guys told you about that? I mean, who would try that?
It says anti-chafing gel on it, you fucking momo. I mean, it's self-exclamatory. I just didn't think, hey, let me go to the women's feminine products aisles and get something for my fucking balls. All right? He was just like, man, my balls hurt really bad. I need relief. Fuck it, I'll try anything. Monistat, Complete Care, Anti-Chafing Gel. Fuck off, Mark Tanner. Eat a dick. Eat a dick.
Does it stay wet all day or does it dry?
It's not wet, dude. It's gel. Hey, it dries.
Mark, you do have to get Eddie on here, man.
Fuck that.
That would be a
Eddie
fucking.
I'm trying.
Fucking
Whatever.
hilarious.
It ain't never gonna happen.
Man.
Eddie's too touchy, man. He gets all sad and shit.
He does, but it's funny.
He likes to bust people's balls, but if you bust his balls back, he gets all like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not talking in this group anymore. You kick me out.
That's what the great part is. But he's funny. He's funny, but then he goes over the line every once in a while.
But it's still with chicks, he has no respect for women whatsoever. He can say that he does, but he doesn't. He doesn't. It's clear. Every time like Carrie Gunther or somebody posts a picture of window cleaner, he's like, "You should have had a man do that for you."
But it's okay because he's like the grumpy Uncle
Eddie. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
I bet you a dude could do that without boobies. You only got that job because you got boobies.
But He's a good guy. Seems
My name's Eddie, and you got boobies. You can't do it as good as me.
I got so many Eddies in my family. He fits right in.
I got so many Eddies in my family. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
This is my brother Eddie. My other brother Eddie.
My brother cousins.
Eddie. So, does anybody have an axe they'd like to grind? Anybody have anything they'd like to talk about? Is there anybody that's got anything to add, or do I have to do fucking everything?
There's just nothing going on right now, man, except for that huge convention.
The huge convention, yeah.
How many people? Well, they sell tickets, so how many people go to something?
Wait a minute, what?
There's a lot going down there, man.
Oh, yeah. Joseph Henry Hardy's down there.
Yeah. Joe Skinta's down there.
Joe Skinta's down there. I don't know.
It's pretty big, man. Yeah, there's a lot of
big,
people.
man.
A lot of people.
It's pretty big, man. It's the biggest one I ever sat on.
Huge.
Huge. It's huge. It's huge.
Huge.
Pancakes for a week.
Let me ask you something. What is there to do? Is it a big trade show or what? What is there to do there?
Yeah, I imagine. I've never been there.
It's pretty big. There's a trade show at like the end. A lot of classes. I don't know. A lot of bullshit.
So yeah. Because, I mean, this is episode 34 of this podcast. How much can you fucking talk about window cleaning? You know what I mean? This is how you clean a window. You know what I mean? $50 to start my class. I'll show you how to do the washer and the squeegee at the same time technique. My name's Luke.
There is so many fucking techniques in the YouTube world right now.
Yeah, it's Luke.
That's how you can blow your elbow out in 6 months of cleaning windows.
Hey, I just want to know. I want to know, is Luke going to be there?
I don't know if he's there or not, man. I haven't seen anything. He might be. You won't see until next Wednesday or the Wednesday after, whenever.
That dude's got to live a charm. He lives a charmed life, that feller.
Hey, let me ask you a question. If they're selling tickets, will they allow someone who's not in their group to go? Anybody could go?
I guarantee they won't sell me one. I bet you $1 million they will sell me one.
I don't think they'd sell me a ticket either.
No, they're gonna let me in near that.
Because apparently I've made threats.
There's no threat.
I'm just saying. You can talk all greasy and shit on Facebook Messenger, but we can stand in face to face. I guarantee it won't be like that. You get slick with me, I'm gonna fucking pop you in the mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit ain't gonna work with me, cuz.
Last year, they're all down there, man.
I've got nothing to lose.
Nobody can, I don't know, man.
Well,
there's a lot of products at IWCA that they're not gonna, if you're not gonna put all the products on.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Convention, you know what I mean?
How huge can the convention be if you're throttling what the fuck can be in there?
Right.
You're not. Hey, listen, if there's not a booth there selling gunslingers, that's not the huge convention, that's the dumbass convention. Boom, I said it. I said it. If the gunslinger ain't there, it ain't the huge convention. It's a bunch of guys jerking off two fucking Greek guys. That's what it is. Period, point blank, end of discussion, man. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth.
Here's my opinion.
I'm so glad you're so easy on these guys.
Fuck those dudes, man.
All bullshit and bad blood aside, if it's a convention to benefit the industry, then anything should be able to be sold there. That's what
that's what we should be doing. Yeah, it's not a huge convention. It's fucking biased as fuck, and I won't give those.
It's a convention. I won't give those bozos my money on their fucking website. I'm
only going on the premise that this is the Lamborghini's fucking pooty party they're throwing it. If it's not them, then I apologize. But if this is their gig, you can suck a big Stromboli for all I care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Show up in their Lamborghinis at my house? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Beat me up? Get the fuck out of here, man. They're scrub-ass dudes, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're going to lease you this piece of equipment. You can't pay it off, though. You got to pay us, man, because I don't want to go back to cleaning windows. I just want to look all fucking funny on Facebook and keep people out of my group.
Cleaning, man.
Huh?
He owns Sparta window cleaning. He's getting back in the window.
So he is Greek.
So I think that sorry, I'm stalking him a little bit. I guess I don't.
Oh, stalker.
But no, I mean, I don't know, man. I just think it's unfair to window cleaning world. I get they're trying
I don't
to make
think
a
it
business,
is.
and I get
And this
that.
is, and listen, this is why I don't think it is, because if you're buying a ticket to go to that, you're most likely going down there to hang out with your buddies, and you're going in there with the
That's what it's about.
with the premise knowing, well, not all of window cleaning is being represented here. So
Right.
you know what I mean. I'm just saying
Right.
it's not. It's a huge convention.
And you can buy shit a lot cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how much are the tickets? What does it cost?
They were $99 at one point, but I think they're $2.99 now, or something like that.
$2.99.
But, I mean,
what do they? I mean, what do you get, a fucking steak?
Well, it's, I mean, IWCA is what, $3.99 or $4.99?
What the
something like
fuck? I ain't never going to that
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, IWCA is like $700 if you're not a member.
Fuck
There you go.
Fuck
Dude,
you.
I could only do one day this year at the IWCA one. Like I went like Thursday because it was too much money.
Yeah,
It was a
fuck
great
that.
fucking time,
Fuck
man.
That's cool. But there is no way in God's green earth that I am fucking spending $700 a day to hang out with fucking Tim Huber and Barry Tate. You can go fuck your
I'm-
uncle.
I'm pretty
That shit
good
ain't
time,
never
bro.
happening. That's cool, but I ain't paying $700, brother.
TJ
Talk
better
to.
start hit record now. He's gonna get going good.
I've been recording.
I'm sorry.
I'll edit it out. You know,
Yeah.
I'll edit it
All right.
like I do all the time when I get on with Tim.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
He's always like, "Hey, bro, edit this out. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow."
I'll be back tomorrow.
Right. That's actually a really good idea, Tim. You know,
I think that's.
I don't
just-
think you and I or
I'm just old, man, and
yeah,
I don't have
us
time
as a collective
yet.
could probably not pull that off. But man, if you could get in the right person's ear, that it can't be a shiesty motherfucker though. That's the key.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's
It
got
would have to
somebody
be
trust-
completely transparent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like-
look. Understand something, TJ. They're not sending you or me or Steph or anyone money. It's going to an investment company.
Right.
It's all guaranteed. You know.
Yeah.
We're just putting in front of them.
Why
Okay.
could it be the Outlaw Window Cleaner Network that brought it to the?
Well, I'm not saying it can't be.
Yeah,
You're
know.
talking about the Outlaw Window Cleaner Association? Is that what you're talking about?
So, yeah.
The OWCA. Woo!
It's really not a bad idea, man.
No, it's not.
Like, I mean, something
dude,
serious,
My guys
like-
have insurance and I don't.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
So
it's fucked, man.
insurance
Dude, man,
insurance for window cleaners is really hard to find. Kind of like Bigfoot. And this is a
Right.
Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee. So
Like,
I'm paying a
Bigfoot.
$500
Hey, listen,
for a
fucko, I'm
fucking
talking.
cup. Sorry, baby.
Bigfoot, he called me baby. I love it when he does that. Bigfoot was spotted in Panama City, Florida on May 10th, 2018. Bigfoot Project Investments, Inc., a company traded on the OTC markets under the ticker symbol BGFT, is continuing the research of the creature known as Bigfoot. The spring expedition is well underway with a team stopping in Missouri, Arkansas, and Alabama. The team has been working on gathering evidence and continuing the filming of the second movie in the Brutal Bigfoot series. Man, that's cool. I did not know there was a thing called the Brutal Bigfoot series. But anyways, compelling evidence has led the godfather of Bigfoot, Tom Biscardi. We know that because he was in the last article, man. That's cool, man. Who will be flying into California to join his A-team to a location outside Panama City Beach, Florida. Down there where Mark Tanner's at.
There's some
A
scary
local
shit going on
resident,
down Florida.
a local resident has submitted footage collected from his trail camera of an unidentified creature near the Apalachicola River. How do you say that, Mark?
I don't know. That's not near me.
Apalachicola? Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Apalachicola.
That's right.
Apalachicola River. The footage has been reviewed by the lab run by Biscardi's experts, who have verified that the footage is unaltered. In the footage, a creature is seen transitioning from crawling to bipedal walking.
Probably
Fuck, boy.
snakes, man.
A fucking snake with big feet. Come on, Tim.
Dude, them things they got
The
fucking...
creature appears to be striding on 2 feet for a good distance. Mr. Biscardi will be inviting a select few from the media to join him and his crew to see and document how the industry-leading researchers collect evidence and strive to prove the existence of the creature known by many names, including Bigfoot. The team will be meeting with media Monday, May 14th, also attending the meeting will be individuals who have had encounters in the surrounding area at the conservation park west end of Panama City Beach area. Do you know where that's at, Mark?
It's in North Florida, and that's a big spring break hangout.
Okay.
That's where
the team
Jacob
will
Williams
be investigating May 14th through the 16th. If you would like to join in the meeting, which is already fucking passed, you can go fuck your uncle. And that's a Bigfoot moment with T. Squeegee.
Go fuck your Uncle Eddie.
Yeah. So, now that we're done talking about our secret project for window cleaners around the globe. No, just probably in the U.S. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. Seth doesn't talk at all. I'm just going to quit the fucking podcast. This is the last one.
Why?
That ain't gonna happen.
Huh?
That ain't gonna happen.
Dude, this fucking
That ain't
sucks.
happen.
We haven't found fucking Bigfoot. Seth has got nothing on the Mandela effect. He pretty much just sat there looking fucking pretty, drinking beers the whole fucking night. Fucking Tim has taken 15 piss breaks, and Mark is shorter than ever. Look at this. Hey, who's sending you text messages, Mark? Are you getting picture messages from the wife up in news? Then turn the fucking notifications off, you fucking nerd. I don't know how to do that.
You're lucky I figured this out.
You're lucky I took my jorts off. Listen, Tim, Seth, you both know that Mark showed us a picture of those two pairs of cargo shorts his wife bought him. So are we all, the three of us, in agreement that Mark has jorts on right now?
He probably has jorts on.
Look, he's got to stand on the chair. Okay, all right. Oh, he's like, look, I got cargo shorts on.
I was doing a little dance too. Come on.
Listen, he had to stand on a chair to show us his pants.
Go to the Nike golf store. Listen, some shorts,
listen,
man.
he just totally outed himself. He had to
already told you
stand on a fucking chair to show us his shorts.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, what's that, Frodo Baggins?
After the fridge thing, I was working with Mark, one of my guys, and I look over, and he's got cargo shorts on, and I'm like, motherfucker, TJ's right. I'm not supposed to be wearing. So I call my wife. I go, listen, you need to go to one of your stores and get me some fucking shorts.
Well, they cannot be fucking jorts. He's like, motherfucker, I'm not supposed to be wearing these anymore. Why didn't you tell me? I just want to know where are you finding jorts? I mean, where are you finding these jorts?
I don't know, somewhere.
They're more common in Florida, dude. I see them all over the place.
I wonder why they're common in the South. Hey, man, I tell you what, we listen to Leonard Skinner. We wear jorts. I always got a spot for my hammer. Fuck you, buddy.
The hammer.
Yeah, it does. It has a hammer loop. Every one of his fucking jorts has a hammer loop on it. I guarantee.
Motorola phone too, like.
He's got his next telephone.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the 80s.
Yeah, you're stuck in something.
Probably
stuck in a fucking pothole, you short motherfucker.
How tall are you, TJ?
5'11".
5'9".
5'11". 5'11". Yep. Don't. That's like 7 inches taller than you, shortstop records.
You know what that means?
What?
That means you don't have to get on your knees. You can squat like a catcher, bitch.
Whatever, man. You want to try to emasculate me because you're so short, little guy.
Listen, it's not me putting Vagisil on my balls, man.
I'm not either. It's Monostat, so whatever, dickhead.
Yeah. Get me some more anal ease. My balls in.
That's not what it's for. It doesn't even work good for that. Tim.
Oh.
Tim.
Man?
What are you doing, dude?
I was cracking my knuckles.
Fucking Tim, nothing, man. So, Tim, what's going on with Tim?
Tim's chilling. What's up with you?
This has been a great podcast. Tim's chilling. What are you doing? I'm just hanging out, bro. Everything I've said, you got to cut out of the podcast. Hey, man. I'm gonna talk. Stop recording.
I got a conspiracy. Do you believe in chemtrails?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
I don't know. I believe they can make hurricanes.
I do. I believe that. You want to know why I believe? And I'm so glad that you brought this up because I was going to bring up another one, but. We'll talk conspiracy the rest of the podcast before we get off here. I tell you what right now, I'm not saying that chemtrails in the effect that they are poisoning us or mind control drugs like Prince thought. Prince, Prince, he fucking thought that the government was spraying chemicals over the ghettos to make people crazy. He's actually said that on camera. But anyways,
yeah,
there is actual documentation from the government that shows that they were spraying nickel and barium into the atmosphere on purpose. They were doing that for cloud cover and shit like that to try to alter the paths of hurricanes. That is an actual fact. They are actually spraying things from airplanes.
Well, I can tell you this, and I am a lot less educated than anyone that's spraying shit in the air.
Uh-huh.
You cannot change Mother Nature. If you were able to divert or stop a hurricane, some other shit is going to happen because that's the Earth's way of cooling off and ventilating. Okay.
Well, hey, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, but you cannot say that they cannot alter or create weather with airplanes because they do it in Saudi Arabia all the time. Seriously, they do. And what is that then? United Emirates or whatever the fuck that is over there, they make it rain there. That's like legit. Look it up. Google it. Google it. Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
Dude, you want to hear something funny?
No.
My buddy's a private pilot, and one of my sons, we were at camp. He said, my pilot buddy was, I was asking him. I said, so you've pretty much seen everything in the world, been everywhere, and he says, I've only been to Australia once. I want to go back. I didn't, we flew in and then we flew back out. Mm-hmm. And my son said, what about, what is it called? Now I got a brain fart.
Tim is too busy fucking
Dubai.
talking on his fucking phone.
He goes, dude, Dubai is a fucking toilet. He goes, all those big fancy buildings you see are 90% vacant.
Oh, I'm
They
sure.
They don't have running sewage systems. They bring in these fuel tanker trucks every fucking day
and
to haul the
shit out.
Yes.
That's nasty.
Hell no, bro.
Really nice trucks line up, and they just dump that shit in the desert. The place is a fucking toilet.
Ooh,
that's gross.
That dude that you told me to add on Facebook, who's from that area, he's gonna be mad when he listens to this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You Americans, you don't like us. We don't like you."
I think it's all big pharma, man.
I think he's a good.
I think this world's ran by big pharma. I think the wars that we're in.
That's not a conspiracy. That's a fact.
No, yeah, that's fact.
I mean, that's what I think. You talk chemicals being shot from planes. Let's cause cancer somewhere.
Listen, dude. I know what a fucking contrail is, and I know what fucking a contrail comes out. I mean, fuck the Cleveland International Airport, Cuyahoga, all these airports, Detroit. There's planes flying overhead all the time. I know what a fucking contrail looks like. It gets laid down and it goes away. These things don't come. These things that from these other planes are not going away, man. And then it rains the next day. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we've been in a 15-year, 16-year opiate war.
Yeah.
Just for fucking what?
My cousin come back from overseas, and he straight up told me, he said they're standing in poppy fields, guarding fucking poppy fields.
Yeah.
So
killing people over fucking opium.
That epidemic is crazy, man.
What is that? The Iran-Contra affair? I mean, fucking the Bushes and the CIA. Well, George Bush's daddy was over there he was fucking bringing cocaine into the United States and selling it to free Ricky Ross. That's where the fucking crack come from, was from the fucking CIA. That's well documented. That's not a fucking conspiracy theory either. Shit, Operation Northwoods. They were plotting terror attacks on fucking civilians in the U.S. They were our government, this is well documented, our government was going to attack fucking American citizens to fucking start a war in Cuba. That's what they were going to do. They were going to fucking, that's what they were going to do.
Right.
It's all laid out, declassified government documents. It's no bullshit.
There's 6 months we haven't gotten yet. There's not 6 months. There's documents we haven't gotten because a certain person hasn't been dead for 6 months. And the only person that could be is George Bush from JFK assassination.
Well, listen, no, dude, you're wrong about that. You're wrong about that because fucking Trump said he's not releasing any of that shit. He says it's damaging.
Until 6 months after that guy is
he said straight. Listen, I've heard him what he said about it. He said there's some things that are so sensitive he will not release them. He said it's damaging to our government. He doesn't have to do shit.
Right.
He's he's the orange dude with the weird fucking haircut. You know what I mean? He could do whatever he wants. Right. He's a fucking oompa loompa, that guy.
Who do you guys think killed JFK? I think it was the CIA that
did
it.
Fuck yeah. The CIA, the mob.
CIA, it was the whole government. It's the whole elite.
The CIA, the mob, the fucking Cubans, they all wanted that fucking guy dead.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's no question, man. No question.
This isn't the 1960s anymore. We know what a fucking gunshot does.
Listen, when you fucking get on on live television in front of all of America and say you're gonna shut down the fucking what is that fucking bank, the fucking bank, the Federal Reserve. When you say you're going back to the gold standard of currency, then not even 6 months later, you're fucking dead. I mean, you don't need a fucking degree to put that shit together, man.
Gaddafi's dead because he was going to go to the gold standard.
Yeah,
and he would have passed U.S. in a heartbeat going to the gold standard.
Yeah, there's no question. Yeah, there's no question. Them motherfuckers are. Money talks, bullshit walks. Look at the Clintons; those motherfuckers are rich as fuck. Anybody that's investigating Bill Clinton and all his diddling, they're suiciding the fuck out of these guys.
Look at Honduras, man.
No. Check out this dude. This reporter was fucking dropping all this knowledge about the Clintons and shit like that. This dude shot himself in the head twice.
No,
in the back of the head.
In the back of the head. He shot himself in the back of the head twice. Twice.
That's exactly what when we were talking earlier when I said that we're living in a conspiracy. That's it.
Oh yeah, man. No
we
question.
got this big government that's fucking trying to protect itself. They didn't predict Trump was going to win. This dude's saying, "Hey, he's probably in fear of his life at some point, man."
Oh yeah, he's got to be.
He's got to be.
I think all of this shit. I like that shooting in Florida. The girl with the short hair and the guy that looks like a girl. You know who I'm talking about? The two young kids. The two young kids that you know.
Oh yeah. David Hogg and the other one.
Yeah. Those two.
Yeah.
Those are fucking plants, man. Those are plants, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
listen,
you can't do that shit anymore with social media. You can't do that with.
Yeah, but listen, those fucking the sheriff's department down in that fucking town, they knew that kid was a fucking cuckoo bird.
That sheriff's department was corrupt as shit.
Yeah, they were going to his house all the time because he was a fucking cuckoo bird. If he says he's going to shoot up the school and you let him you let him go, he's going to go shoot up the fucking school.
Man, I get being a cop nowadays is scary as shit.
Oh, yeah, no question.
The whole department.
Now, look, whoa, back it up. Okay. Parkland and Coral Springs are very affluent communities, okay? That Coral Springs had the highest median income in the state for the longest time. This is not no shithole area.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not saying that it
home
is.
in the area of Stoneman Douglas School is probably $500,000 and up, okay? A lot of people dropped the ball with that. My brother went to that school. Chad, that's in the Air Force, okay?
Right.
And so, look, the FBI was told 6 times that this kid is fucking unhinged, okay? The security officer at the school dropped the fucking ball, okay? When Broward Sheriff showed up, okay, and didn't storm the building because they didn't know what to do, they dropped the ball, okay? Our sheriff should be that sheriff, that's another county of mine, should be fired. It was Coral Springs Police Department that said, what the fuck are you guys doing in here? And stormed the building, went looking for him, okay?
Absolutely only the sheriff's department in that whole thing, man.
Yeah. Matter of fact, my neighbor is a Broward sheriff, and he's like, it's fucking embarrassing. Those motherfuckers, they panic. And the reason is that they patrol an affluent community, okay, of a lot of law, but very little crime.
These thug ass niggas in this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
That'll probably get cut.
No, it ain't. I don't give a fuck.
Nope.
No, dude, that ain't the streets of Chicago over there. Trust me when I tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So they of course they probably weren't fucking used to that kind of shit. You know what I mean? They weren't.
No.
You know what I mean? I think a bigger city like Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, those police would be in there fucking kicking teeth out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Because those cops live that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
These cops were trained for it. Okay, as an officer, you're trained to deal with that situation.
Yeah, but you're not doing it on a regular basis. It's a lot different.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a fucking fucked up situation, and I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is that's really how a conspiracy is fucking birthed.
Right.
Is when there's a bunch of people are like, I can't wrap my head around how all these people are that fucking stupid to allow this to happen. So it's got to be a conspiracy. You know what I mean? Nobody can be that fucking dumb, but it's the truth.
Yeah. I can tell you that our schools here this year have changed. Okay, for instance,
there's no question they had to have. Yeah,
there are at least 1 to 2 armed police, regular duty police officers in the school all the time. They're all on lockdown, so you got to go in through one way. And like even years ago, though, when my younger one was in the public system, he goes to private now, but he'd forget his lunch. I'd go to there. They'd have to buzz me and show ID, inspect what I was bringing in. I mean, they're always very diligent, you know. Putting metal detectors and it takes 4 hours for kids to get into school is not the way to go. The way to go is to secure the perimeter, to secure the school. My son's high school, in order to get in the parking lot, you've got to go through a guard now. Okay, they want to see ID. They call into the school. You're registered to, that's your son.
I'll tell you what they should do is, and this is just my personal opinion, they need to hire old combat veterans that pass a fucking mental aptitude exam where they're not all unhinged and, you know what I mean? And they don't have post-traumatic stress or any of that stuff. Give them a fucking job to take what? Go ahead, Mark.
Or how about this? A police officer that's on the force for 18 years and he's going to retire at 20, his last 2 years are at a school. He's getting his full pay, and it's a cakewalk compared to being out on beating the streets. Okay, let his last 2 years, if he wants, to be in charge of a school and make sure he's properly trained with the proper equipment. Look, it's easy to call. You got a guy that's
getting ready to retire, though, man. And then he got, my life's more important than this kid's life at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've been an officer for 20 years and they've taken the oath, and they'd have to qualify.
So did those Broward County sheriffs that stood outside while he's fucking wrecking people.
I mean, it's just, you got to look at.
There's that.
I mean, in reality, these guys aren't making a lot of money compared to, for what they do. You know what I mean? They just don't make a lot of money for what they do.
I don't know what they make where you are. I know this. My neighbor who just retired from the police force, he had an option as a retirement. 80% of his pay, which he was making about $110,000 a year, or a lump sum.
Is he getting a lot of overtime?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He worked in the jail and he worked on the streets. Okay, or a lump sum of like $700,000 one-time payment as retirement. Okay, you can look. I don't know how it is. I'm sure it's very similar nationally. Look, they're not on the Fortune 500 list, but they do make a living. Okay, they and they have tremendous benefits. I mean, that retirement plan and the 401k and again, health insurance and stuff like that is tremendous. That's worth a lot of money. So, but again, I agree with you, Tim. They're putting their life on the line every day, more so than me or you or anyone else. That's not in that, in that line of work. But look, okay, so take officers that are halfway through their career and say, hey, do you want to go work in the school system 3 days a week? Break it up. Because look, driving around writing tickets or working in the jail gets old quick to anybody. It's like washing the same fucking 10 jobs every month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing. Break it up. But look, it doesn't. This is what I'm a firm believer about. I believe in the Second Amendment. I carry a weapon.
Absolutely.
Okay. but here's the thing: you can secure the schools all you want. Our courthouses are all secured. You know, some asshole can walk into Walmart or Target and fucking take out 100 people just like that. Right. You can't protect everything. You've got to see. You got to get these fucking people that are mentally fucking whacked off the streets. That's the bottom line. You know.
Well, we had a police chief out in a little small village last year.
People don't go to crazy fucking houses anymore. There's no such thing as the nutty hatch anymore. Back in the day when you were fucking crazy, they'd lock your ass up. Now they just give you pills.
Right. That's the problem, though.
Do you know if you're on Ritalin or if you're on any kind of pill that, whatever the pills they give these for ADD, the Air Force will not take you.
Yeah.
At any time of your life, if you've been prescribed any one of those drugs, the Air Force is not interested in you.
You can't be highway to the danger zone. You can't be highway to the danger zone.
90%. It's like 90% of the kids that have shot up. 90% of the kids that have shot up these schools or that movie theater guy was all on those drugs at one time. Every one of them.
I was at a house cleaning windows one time.
I heard he also had jorts on.
Joey was young, man. Joey had to be 15 years old, and we went to this house, and we're finishing up the house, bailing out the customer. Sheriff pulls out a shotgun out of the trunk. Next door neighbor.
Hey, your son's name is JT, right? It's not George Tanner, is it?
What?
I swear to God.
Anyway.
That was probably the best thing I ever said in my whole life right there.
I like it.
He said his son's name is JT. I said, your son's name's not George Tanner, is it? Tim's like, this is why I don't come on the podcast. I was trying to make a fucking point.
No, I was telling the story.
Okay, finish.
No, I'm just saying the guy was a Secret Service agent next door, and he killed himself. Blew his head off. That's why the sheriff. Yeah. So reasoning it was that fucking same shit that Chris Cornell was taking, and the same shit that Chester Bennington was taking, the same shit that Robin Williams was taking.
Really? No shit.
Himself. Yeah. No reason why why he had just no issues, no money issues. Fucking blew his head off.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter was on
the drugs, man.
She was on. She struggles with depression and anxiety, and she was on some fucking shit that we didn't know who the fuck she was anymore.
Right.
I was just like, I was like, she ain't taking that shit no more. Jen's like, well, the doctors prescribed it to her. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She ain't taking that shit no more. Nuh-uh.
We've been on 6 different medications in 4 years.
Yeah,
Six different medications in 4 years with Lucas.
If you have uncontrollable sneezing or your eyes water, take fucking doody-doo. And the side effects will be your asshole bleeds, your eyeballs fall out.
It's always anal leaks.
Yeah.
Always.
Your asshole bleeds.
Suicide.
Suicide, your asshole bleeds. Your balls are going to fall off. If you have boobs, they're going to fall off too.
Yeah, but no. But you're going to have hair on your head, you know?
Now you have hair.
Fall out. Yeah. Your asshole's going to fall out one day, but you have hair on your head.
Right.
Everything's good.
Don't worry. You're going to have to fucking wear a maxi pad for the rest of your life. But you're going to have hair on your head.
Yep.
Medications.
Fair trade-off.
I think that's the real conspiracy, man, is like Tim said, the fucking pharmaceutical companies, man.
It's all big pharma, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man. They got a fucking prescription for everything. They cut you like my grandparents. My grandfather, before he passed away, I'd go get his shit out of the mailbox. They would, ship him shit. You know what I mean? His prescription would come in the mail, right. And he'd have a prescription. He had all these fucking pills, and I started reading, and he was taking 3 pills because of the other 5 pills he was taking.
Right.
He had a prescription for his prescription, for the side effects of his fucking prescription. You know how fucking crazy that is, man?
Yeah, but see, Tim's right. Big pharma, but the doctors are all in league with it, dude.
Well, I'm not saying that they're not.
These hospitals around here are making $48 million hallways for the convenience of their staff, bro.
Yeah, there's no fucking question
Yeah.
The whole fucking pharmaceutical and fucking medical industry is all fucking in on it.
That's horrible, dude.
There's no question.
So they literally built 15 hospitals in the last 5 years in this area.
And it's fucking the
There's no
opioid
need
centers.
or rhyme or reason for it. There's
Beacons,
nothing.
beacons to opioid abuse is what they are.
Well, plus it was part of that when Obamacare came into effect.
And if you fucking nobody, which nobody can fucking afford, and if you can't afford it, and if you can't afford it, you make too much money to even benefit from it anyways.
Right. Well, they keep fucking using the emergency room as their doctor, and if you got free fucking medical insurance, go to the damn doctor, dude. Quit bogging up the emergency room so that way I don't have to wait 4.5 hours or break a leg.
Right.
That's a rant. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
No,
because that's a logical. Because if you go to fucking any emergency room, anyone that's been to the emergency room knows
people are there for the fucking because they're shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Go shit yourself. Take some fucking Pepto.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Got a broken leg. Let me get in here.
Yeah. I need. Go ahead.
Yeah, but we got these urgent care centers popping up everywhere, and they do very well because you walk in and get treatment immediately. Fuck
Get
them
that
hospitals.
oxycodone, baby.
Get that amoxicillin, boy.
Get the amoxicillin.
And meanwhile, if you get caught with a dime bag of fucking weed, you get locked up for the rest of your fucking life.
See Trump.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Push legislation on that now.
Dude, I tell you what, if Trump pushes legislation on the federal ban of marijuana, it's a fucking wrap for 2020.
I'm telling you.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. He's getting in. He's going to be in there like swimwear, man, for real.
They're trying to get him for that fucking Michael Cohen.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude, it is not illegal to pay off a porn star that you fucked to keep your wife from finding out. It's just not.
Well, not only that, but all of the shit that's going on. Just look at all the shit. Look at all the shit before, like Obama with that fucking guy donating to it. I mean, you know how much fucking trouble he was in for all that illegal fucking campaign donations? Nothing fucking happened to him. It's because it's Trump. If it was anyone but fucking Trump, this wouldn't be a fucking issue.
You're right, but this is the weirdest shit we've ever gone through in our fucking lifetime.
Listen, bro, nothing's going to happen. They're not going to impeach him.
They can't
unless he blows a load on a fucking intern in the fucking Oval Office, then maybe.
Right.
Do you remember one of the first things that happened when they wanted to impeach us? Donald Trump got 3 scoops of ice cream and everybody else only got 2. He made a fucking deal out of that.
This Russian thing started from a friggin' rally when he was when he was not even president. He was just thinking about being a president.
The whole basis.
He looked at Putin and said, "Get her emails," because she fucking destroyed them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyways. The Russians influenced our election. Listen, if you're so fucking stupid, if you're dumb enough to let some fucking guy in a fucking tracksuit convince you to vote for fucking Trump. You know what I mean? Then you're a fucking idiot.
In tracksuits. What the hell is up with that?
Yeah. What is that? Is a conspiracy right there. What is it with Russians and fucking tracksuits?
$85,000 in Facebook ads is what they're going after right now. We spent millions on billions for Jerusalem or Israel's fucking election. You know?
Hey, listen, man, an all matching, a black and white fucking Adidas tracksuit we call that a Russian tuxedo.
That's awesome.
Russian man, like those dudes are the Russians are maybe the scariest people.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they live in black and white, man. Like,
they're scary.
No shit. Yeah.
Russians are scary if you grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, no.
They petrify you.
No. Have you ever seen Khabib Nurmagomedov fucking fight? That dude fucking wrestles a fucking bear, bro. And he grabs a hold of these dudes. Yeah, he grabs a hold of these dudes, fucking seatbelts, and holds their arms behind their back and punches him in the fucking face until somebody pulls him off of him. You know what I mean? Seriously, the dude's scary. Those fucking dudes are weird, man, and they have weird fashion choices. You know what I mean? Like they don't have one racing stripe or 2, they have 3 on their car. 3 skinny ones. Adidas, baby. Adidas.
My kids are into that this year. No more Nike, man.
Adidas?
Yeah.
All day I dream about sex.
I can't tell them the story about Adidas either. I can't even let them listen to the chorus
Adidas!
Song, so they're too young.
Audi 5Gs! Dude, hey, listen, this has been a awesome podcast for homosexuals. Because there's a lot of gay shit going on here.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to explain. I'm gonna have to mansplain that one. Everybody's like,
Hey,
"You're bad for the industry. Let me copy how you do shit."
You're bad.
You're bad.
I didn't get to see that tube. Is that Monostat 7 or Monostat 3?
It's just regular old monostat.
Okay. So that's the one that takes the longest. You want that.
Yes.
Okay,
What'd you say, Mark? Mark, you're gonna have to stand on your chair so I can hear you. You're gonna have to talk into the
Hey,
microphone.
Jen, don't spend $10. Let's let it linger for 3 more days. Get the cheap one.
Mark, it's not. I cannot hear what you're saying, Mark.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't, dude.
Yes, you can.
It's because we're all
Now,
laughing.
Frodo Baggins has got fucking jokes. What I want to see Frodo getting that fucking Jeep. Let's see Mark getting that Jeep. I want to see you getting that Jeep without a fucking ladder. That's why when he set up his camera, you guys notice he put up that Facebook video the other day? He fucking jumped in that truck off camera because he knows he fucking jumped in that bitch. He belly flopped into it. Superman. He's Superman into that Jeep. Whatever, bro. Those fucking tires are 3/4 as tall as you are.
I've been climbing up in trucks like that since you were swimming inside your daddy, okay?
I don't
Trust
believe
me
that.
when I
You're not
tell
that
you, it ain't no
old.
problem.
You're not that old.
It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem.
On the tire.
Listen, I know for a fact that fucking Mark needs a milk crate to get in that fucking Jeep. I know he does. I know he does.
Okay,
I
then you
know
need a milk
for
crate.
a fact. It's
The
either
only thing I
that.
need to
It's
milk-
either that or his wife gives him a boost. It's one of the two.
Yeah, and I sit in a booster seat too.
Yeah. I go blocks on the pedals. It took me
Yeah,
It took me 4 years to craft this Jeep. Why? Because I don't have it. I can't reach the pedals.
He must be handicapped.
He
He's
might
got
be.
those hand controls and shit.
Hand controls. That's fucking great. I mean, I don't even know if we talked about window cleaning at all. Did we?
I don't know.
We talked about
I
the
think
huge
for a minute, I think
convention.
we talked about Kevin.
Oh yeah, we did. No, I tried not to bring it up, and then I just brought him up.
Yeah, well.
Oops, sorry, Kevin.
Sorry, Kevin.
Seth got on and fucking did not talk again.
It's because he couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, it's. I gotta wait for the breaks here.
That's Mark won't shut the fuck up. Mark's always fucking talking. He likes
This
to hear
part
himself.
makes me laugh, though. Yeah, I gotta give him that.
Yeah.
What?
What's that, Mark?
I'll tell you what. I used to work nobody at Strickland Propane rubbed that on their balls.
Hey man, I don't care, dude. It's all good in the hood. I use Monostat on my balls, and Mark Tanner wears fucking jorts and is 3
let me
inches
ask
tall.
you a question.
Whatever,
TJ,
Buddy
seriously.
Lee. Whatever, Buddy Lee.
Listen, do you go to Walgreens and buy that, or do you send Jen?
Sort of fuck too. Yeah. I buy the Monostat and fucking tampons. I do both. I don't give a fuck. There ain't no shame in my game. T Squeegee uses Monostat on his balls, and you can't fucking whoop me. So how you like them apples?
Thug life, goddammit.
Hey, Monostat anti-chafing cream is fucking is that's T Squeegee approved. That's 2 squeegees up. Monostat.
Dude, I think if you show that one more time, Mark's gonna shit his pants over that.
Yeah, that's even the fucking thing is pink.
No,
That's
it's
for
not.
girls.
It's purple.
Oh my god.
It's purple.
Oh yeah,
It's purple.
yeah. It says.
I don't give a
Hold
fuck.
it up one more time.
I don't give
Hold
a
it up one more
Hey,
time.
I don't
'Cause
care.
think-
I don't care. I don't
hold it
care if
still.
fucking rainbows
Hold it
shoot out of it when
still.
I put it on my balls.
Hold it still. I saw labia on there somewhere. There it is. For labia. Okay.
Yep. I got a huge labia. It's fucking gigantic. It's
shit.
gigantic.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Mark is he's just super mad because he's short, and it's fucking bothering him. Every time I bring up that he's short, he likes to go hard body karate on me. It's cool, little guy.
Well, I mean, you fucking with the dude about
Hey,
his height,
hey,
you
hey, hey!
know.
We're gonna have to end this podcast because Gargamel's gonna come out and tell this motherfucker it's time for him to smurf his way back to bed.
Dude, I've heard it my whole life. I'm cool with it.
Okay, that's really Smurferific there, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark.
Yeah. All I know is this.
He's out. He's going to be out smurfing these windows tomorrow. This is Smurferific.
One thing.
What?
I've never seen anybody
What?
put monostat on their fucking ring hole like you do.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Is that why you built the Jeep, to get away from Gargamel? Tell us the truth.
Oh my God, we're gonna do the short jokes and the monostat for the next 30 minutes.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. Where'd you get your Jeep at? Little Tykes?
The power wheel.
I don't understand why you got to be so short with me, Mark. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh God.
Oh God. Well, this has been Smurfy. This is real Smurferific.
Hey TJ.
What's
TJ.
that? What's that?
You know
what's that,
funny?
Handy Smurf? What's
All
that,
that
Handy
everything-
Smurf? That's Mark's new name. Is
I'm gonna
Handy
give you that-
Smurf.
I'm going to give you the icing on the cake here,
What's
bro.
that, Handy Smurf? Yes.
All that technology you got. Can you make my face blue?
Yeah. That'd be Smurferific. So if you want some outlaw window cleaner gear or some black diamond squeegee rubber, go to www.outlawwindowcleaner.com. If you want a gunslinger, go to www.futurecleaning.com. If you want to be real Smurferific, give Mark a call. And he'll tell you how to get away from Gargamel, too.
Yeah. And if you don't want your apple bag to stick to your leg, go get you some monostat.
I'm afraid
This has been another fa la 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 la. Well, Mark's got to get going. He's getting real Smurfy. I mean, sleepy. Fuck
man.
me in the butt and call me Chuck. I'll have my monostat on so I won't chafe.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro.
Oh, man. Good
I
God.
guarantee you, every dude in here, in this fucking podcast right now, and every guy listening to this is going to get chub rub on his ball sack or legs, and he's going to go grab this monostat gel, and he's going to be like, this motherfucker is a genius. And Mark's still going to be fucking short.
Let me ask you a question, TJ.
What's that?
When you buy your kids water guns, you get them Summer's Eve douche bottles. Here you go.
That's real jortacular there, Mark.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
That fucking that Jeep's the wrong shade of blue, just so you know.
It's black, bitch.
You see fucking Seth came in the right color.
Yeah,
there we go.
Now see he's mad. He's mad. He's butthurt.
Serious now.
But yeah, he's butthurt. I'm a bitch now. Well, all right. Well, I guess it's time to end the podcast. Mark's all in his fucking feelings and shit. He's about to do the Kiki. He's about to do the fucking Kiki challenge on us before he gets off here.
I would like to see that in that Jeep.
If Mark does the fucking Kiki challenges, he's gonna do it the oompa loompa doopity.
Okay, gotta end the podcast. Time for TJ to KY his nipples.
No, not my nipples, my ball sack, bro.
My balls.
The friction bothers me, man.
Inspired shit.
So this has been Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, and Mark Tanner's super short. So
Listen. On a serious note,
Yes.
if there is any interest in doing something like we discussed before,
Yeah,
as
we
far
definitely
as
talk
like
about that.
real benefits for window cleaning companies, we ain't gonna get it doing podcasts like this.
why not?
Oh,
Why not?
balls.
Yeah. Nope.
Balls.
Those guys, he said the F word 15 times.
Balls.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just,
I think I got the F word tonight. I got the award. I think I said that.
Dude, fuckity fuck fuckity fuck fuck.
God damn it, you just beat me.
Yeah. Watch that with your kid. Watch this with your kids. It'll be real smurferific. Fucking. Well, we got to get off, or Gargamel's gonna come get us. So this has been Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, and thank you, Seth, for coming on. Thanks, Tim, for coming on. Thanks, Mark, for coming on. It's been real smurferific. And
Yep.
What?
Yep. This podcast is sponsored by Monostat 2.
Yeah. It's definitely not Monostat 7, because I like to do that shit in stages, you know what I mean? I want to have enough bread for the month, you know what I'm saying?
Some sourdough.
Yeah, I want some sourdough bread.
Okay, so hey, Teach, don't forget to tell them. Go to outlawwindowcleaner.com, get you some mugs, get you some hats, get you some black diamond rubbers, round or T.
Yeah.
Right? And don't forget, we got a sale on Monostat right there, baby.
Might even run that Valtrex sale this month.
Hey.
Hey.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, reminding you to get your black diamond squeegee rubbers at www.outlawwindowcleaner.com. Oh yeah, and Luke's still a bitch.